Dude, look at the horror on her face, man. No, bro. Oh my gosh.
We got married just yesterday. We were gonna surprise you.
No, Gina. Come on, Gina, no.
God!
Wow. Oh, that is so horrible. What's up, people of the world? Welcome to the Moments channel. This is the channel where we focus on incidents from basically anything. We break them down and we have discussion. And therefore, your comments, your opinions, feedback, and healthy discussion are welcome up in here. This channel is all about engagement. All I ask is that you please keep it respectful. So let's get right into the topic at hand today. What we're dealing with is the 1983 iconic, legendary, just amazing movie, Scarface. Can't tell you how many times I've seen this movie, but it's probably been over 100 times. Yeah, starring Al Pacino, Michelle Pfeiffer, Stephen Bauer, Robert Loggia, Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, and so many more. It's just a great cast and a great movie. But today specifically, the moment that we're focusing on is when Tony Montana kills his best friend Manny. Okay, so I want to get right into that. So yes, indeed, Tony Montana and Manny Rivera, best of friends, pretty much brothers, coming from Cuba on the boat all the way over to the US to try to make a better life. So close, a great brotherhood, but at some point, it just started to deteriorate. So I want to go through that and what led up to what happened in the end when Manny tragically lost his life at the hands of Tony. So let's go back to when Manny first saw Gina, who is Tony Montana's sister. Let's take a look at that incident and see what happened there.
Okay, I'll talk to you again.
Okay.
All right?
She's beautiful. Hey! Stay away from her, man. She's not for you. Okay.
So as we can see here, Manny is like head over heels when he sees Gina. And he expresses that to Tony, but Tony doesn't get a warm and fuzzy feeling from it. He almost feels like threatened, disrespected. He's telling Manny, basically, stay away from my sister because I know how you are with women. And I don't want my sister going through that. And furthermore, I'm just seeing her after how many years? I've only seen her when she was a little kid. I want her to start like loving me building that relationship with her. And already here you are basically trying to scheme on her in a different way. And I don't want that. I want you to stay away from her. We can start to see a little bit of tension between Tony and Manny, and Gina's in the mix. Let's now take it to the next incident, the infamous washroom scene. And I think we all know that. Anybody who's familiar with this movie, we all know what's coming up. Let's check it out.
I'll see whoever I want to see, and if I want to fuck him, Tony, then I'll fuck him!
Fucking man, come on, man.
No! No!
What the fuck you want? You want something?
No! No! Not here!
Wow. Oh, man. Dude, that's way out of hand, man. That's just crazy, man. I felt so bad for Gina in that moment. Like, that was just a crazy scene that they put in there. And as you see, Manny, he's there for her in such a pivotal moment of her relationship with Tony. Manny is there to comfort her. So let's now take a look at what happens when Manny is now giving Gina a ride home after this incident in the washroom.
Why don't you take me out?
What, are you crazy?
I see the way you look at me, Manolo. What do you think, I'm blind? I see.
Come on.
What?
Look, Gina. Tony and I are like brothers, all right? And you're his kid sister.
So
And that's where it ends.
look what we see here. Gina likes the fact that Manny was there to be the one, like, to support her, to comfort her in this very weird moment with her brother. And it's to the point now where Gina is maybe looking at Manny as somebody who she'd be interested in. But of course, he knows, as much as he likes her, the feelings that Tony has for her, the strong protective feelings, and he's kind of torn. He doesn't want to cross that line. He doesn't know what will happen to him or Gina if he crosses that line, and his relationship with Tony and what they're doing is so important. So this becomes another point here where we're seeing that the relationship of Manny and Tony could be compromised if Manny is now considering these thoughts of dating Gina. Now, this is a very interesting situation here. It's Tony and Elvira getting married, but yet the looks between Gina and Manny are those looks. We all know those looks. When you look at somebody like that, you know what I'm saying? You start giving them the nod and you're at this wedding. We pretty much, it's almost written in the sand what's going to happen next. They were now taking on what I consider a monumental situation, because now they're both almost going to go against what Tony feels. Them doubling up with each other could create a sense of power and maybe respect, and maybe Tony would then let things go and accept them as an item. But as we see, that didn't happen. Now let's go to the scene where Tony goes to his mother's house, and his mother is worried about Gina because now she got this new house, right? And now it's like, where did Gina get this money to get this house? Did you give it to her? Well, let's take a look at this clip.
She got a place of her own. She don't tell me where. One night, I follow her in a taxi, and she goes to this fancy house in Coconut Grove.
But you get that kind of money?
You are giving her the money. Don't you see what you do to her, don't you?
I don't give her that kind of money, Mama.
It wasn't Tony who gave her the money. It probably was Manny who purchased that Gates. And now the mother is very upset. Tony's upset. You can see he's visibly upset because he doesn't know what's going on.
Ever since you came back, she's been getting this way. Why do you have to hurt? Everything you touch, why do you have to destroy?
Tony's confused. His sister in a big house, he didn't give her the money. Who would have given her the money? He has no idea. I don't think he thinks it's Manny. And now the mother is kind of going off on him. You know, she doesn't listen to me anymore because of you. Ever since you come here, you know, why did you have to do this to Gina? You know, she doesn't respect me anymore and all of that stuff. Now we see Tony finding out where the residence is located. So let's see him get into the car and see how he's acting now. Okay, there he goes. Now he's sniffing that nose candy. Okay, so now he's pumping himself up for whatever's going to happen. He knows probably a guy's involved, and it's going to be probably very bad for whatever guy it's going to be. However, to his surprise, when he gets there, it's Manny answering the door. And immediately, the anger, the rage of the betrayal, his best friend, his brother, going after his dear sister who he loves. At the same time, we don't even know if Tony likes his sister in more than just a brother-sister way. That's a little bit of the psychological game that is played here in Scarface. There's an insane jealousy that he has for her. And now that his best friend has stepped into the picture, he feels completely disrespected by Manny, humiliated by Gina. It's just too much for the guy to handle. And it just has an awful ending, as we see. Now, the question that I have for you, what do you think? Was Tony in the right? Could he have handled this situation in a different way? Could he have let this go? Or was this really the only way to go? Again, I welcome your comments, your thoughts, your opinions, all your feedback. Let's keep it respectful and let's have a good debate. Thank you for tuning in to the Moments channel. Yes, this is my first video, but I got a lot more coming. If you have any suggestions about any types of topics that you'd like me to cover, I'll entertain them and see what I can do. Okay, ciao for now. Subscribe, and if you like it, you know what to do. Peace.